No one knows what they're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, you ready to get this thing on the rails here?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got my recording app open. So you ready?
Oh yeah.
Three, two, one, go. Oh, no.
What? What?
Sorry. Go, go.
False start?
False start, but
Oh,
it's
this
okay.
is a
Go, go.
false start. Well, this is going in the show anyway.
Yeah.
This is real life. What's up, everybody, and welcome to Off the Cut episode 32. We're up in Canada. Today is known as Tuesday, September 27th, 2022. But here in Ohio, today is respectfully dedicated to the food of the day, chocolate milk.
Oh, I love me some chocolate milk.
I'm still thrown off by this like food of the day thing
Yeah,
when it's
and
a
it's drinks.
drink.
Yeah, well, sometimes it's like a breakfast buffet. You're like, that's not really food now,
It's
is
not
it?
that's like an event.
Yeah, yeah.
Huh.
Well, I mean, the big dairy lobby obviously just shoehorned in the chocolate milk because I think Corey was asking if we heard any good conspiracy theories lately. I'm just gonna jump right into the questions.
The dairy. The dairy.
Yeah, big dairy. They're
Yeah.
ruling everything. They're pulling all the strings behind the scenes.
Well, I mean, you heard the deal back in the day. Like in Canada, they have that whole like got milk campaign,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I guess like the dairy lobbyists put in just like a buttload of cash into all this kind of stuff. And
Hmm.
that's why like it was like non-stop dairy marketing in like the early
Dude, it
2000s.
was insane. I remember that. Yeah, like being a kid, like every other TV commercial was like something to do with milk.
Right.
Yeah, that's. I was kind of kidding, but now that you say it, that's like it's
No,
really
no, no.
true.
I'm dead
I
serious
know, I
about that.
know, I know. And I've heard that there's like a strategic milk reserve. There was some weirdness I
Like
was
a gold reserve?
yeah, kind of. There was some weirdness that I
Mm.
was reading about recently where like the Canadians have like this big um like reserve of milk, and then if the price gets too high they like release milk out of this reserve, and there were a bunch of American companies that were really angry about it because they couldn't compete.
I have no idea, but I love that. I
Hey,
love it.
um
So,
okay, go ahead.
go ahead. You
I,
go ahead,
I was gonna
please.
say I finally got one of these the like Yeti koozie
Oh
cooler
yeah,
thing for my bubbly.
the can guys. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
great.
I this is
Ooh,
what I use my Amazon affiliate money for this month.
yeah. Well, I probably bought you that after the
Yeah, I think
the
so.
festival stuff I bought.
Yeah. So thank you
If it
very
ever
much.
went through. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Oh yeah. Keep your drinks cold. So, where do you stand on chocolate milk? Are you like a Yoo-hoo? Are you gonna
Oh,
be like a Nestle syrup, like make your own, like a like
that
right out of the jug?
great
What we
question.
talking?
Great question. So now making it with the I love the syrup and I did that as a kid, but I won't do that now. It's too much work.
Yeah,
We I don't think we really have YooHoo up here in Canada, though I am familiar with it. We don't
you're not
really.
missing anything.
Okay. There's two companies here in Canada that make milk, and one is Nielsen's and one is Seal Test, and obviously they both make chocolate milk.
Yeah.
Nielsen's is garbage, and people who like that they can go. I don't know. I'm trying to keep it family friendly. I was gonna say they could, eat a
Yeah,
bullet
on
or
the
something
after
like
show,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But Seal Test is where it's at. Seal Test is
Okay.
the best chocolate milk you've ever had.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Dude, I am still a huge fan of how your milk comes in
in
bags.
bags. Yeah, you
It's
know,
so much smarter.
it's funny. It is. Yeah, it does work really well because big milk carton or whatever. When you go to put that thing in the garbage can, it takes up a lot
What a
of space.
waste.
But
Yeah.
the bag is like it takes up no space at all. I very well. I don't really buy milk now because I'm an
Yeah.
adult. But I when I buy cream, it's usually in the cartons. And I wish they would make little bags. I think that would be good.
But what would you put the little bag in? Just
Just a
like a
little milk.
plastic cup?
Yeah, like a little milk jug, like the same thing you put the big bags in, just shrunken down. It'd be
Just a
kind of cute.
miniature version, I suppose.
Yeah. I
Okay.
remember
Okay.
being a kid, my mom, I think, had like a little creamer thing. Like it was like a little container that you kept cream in.
Like a ramekin, like a
Yeah,
ceramic
yeah,
thing?
kind of something like
Yeah.
that. It was like but it had like it was like almost like a little teapot that you would pour your cream out of.
I see. I don't remember that.
No.
But I don't really remember my parents getting coffee. Or
Yeah,
maybe they
that's
just like
true.
get it from like Tim Hortons or whatever.
Yeah, that's interesting. I don't really ever remember my parents getting coffee either. Huh. But they must
'Cause
have.
but, I mean, they definitely had one of those, like, real crappy, like, Mr.
Oh,
Coffee
of course, everybody did.
coffee
It's
makers.
ubiquitous. You like, I think the police would kick down your door and arrest you if you didn't have one.
Yeah. Huh. I don't know, I never thought about that
Hmm.
much. But alright, so we got a lot of things to talk about. It's
Yeah, we
enough
do.
chocolate milk conspiracy. Um, what do we wanna talk about first? Do we wanna talk about the YouTube Shorts? Do you wanna talk about some new announcements? Do you wanna talk about what we're working on? You pick, man.
Well, what announcements do we have? We got the. You want to talk about
Uh,
Discord?
oh, yeah, light that up.
Okay, so we just unlocked or we just added a new bonus for our patrons. What
Mhm.
the SpongeBob mug?
What? Oh, yeah, everybody on the live stream, there we go. That's a
Yeah.
SpongeBob SquarePants mug, man.
So we just added a Discord channel for the Off the Cut podcast where people can ask questions and you can just interact and have fun there. Um, so are we going to make that strictly for patrons right now?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Right now, it's just patrons. To be honest with you, I have no idea what a Discord is.
Yes.
I think I set it up well, but then I was told I didn't.
Oh.
So last night, I shout out to our resident Pokemon trainer and Discord setter upper, Brock Trahan. I hopped on a call with him last night, had a little video chat, and I think we're set up correctly now.
Okay,
And if we're
sweet.
not, message him because I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
It's funny. I was actually on a Discord chat with another one of our patrons last night. I was talking to Jason Grissom. He was helping me with
Hmm.
some 3D modeling.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, Discord is actually pretty handy. I'm still very much a boomer when it comes to it. Like I don't really understand how to use it properly, but
Dude, I never even heard of it. So
it's
tell me and the listeners what the hell it is.
yeah. So Discord is kind of like a hybrid between a chat, a streaming service, and I don't know, like, it's like instant messaging.
Okay.
But the way it works is you can create a server, which is like a collection of chat rooms. So you can create different rooms for different topics. Like we could
Okay.
have a like general chat, we could have like a questions chat, and it just allows you to moderate them. You get a lot of you can be very granular in your approach to, you can make I could make like Brock could be the moderator of the general chat and then Jason could be like the moderator of the questions chat, and we could,
Okay.
you can kind of work on stuff like that, and you can also
Oh,
live stream. So we could potentially do the off the cut live stream on Discord.
it's Inception, man.
Yeah, it is all very confusing, and you can share files. I'm trying to think what else you can do. You can have like little side chats with people. So it's just a very powerful instant messaging service.
I think the cool thing that I was being educated about last night when I was talking to Brock is the idea that people in the audience can have these conversations without necessarily us needing to be involved.
Yes. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it truly does make it like a community.
Yes, that's it. Yeah, that's exactly right. Like somebody could ask a question and then somebody else could respond to it and like
Yeah.
have a follow up, and the audience could discuss the type of things that they want us to talk about on the show. So it gets a little bit of the friction out of the way and it makes it just a little bit more informal, which I'm all
Right.
for.
And full transparency, uh Patreon sucks
Oh
as
yeah.
far as like being a creator on it. I'll log in sometimes and I'll find that I have like a message from somebody from like 2 months ago
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
I never got a notification about. But then someone else can like literally send me a message 5 minutes ago
Yeah.
and I get notified about it.
Yeah, and it pops right up. It's so weird. It's completely
Doesn't make
arbitrary.
any sense.
Discord, I have my issues with Discord too. It can be a little glitchy at times, but whatever. We'll work through it. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, but for anybody who wants to join that,
Yes.
that's a Patreon perk as
Yes.
well as the after show. We might open it up to the every listener. I don't know.
Maybe we could have, well, that's the nice thing about Discord is we could have like a tier for patrons. Like we could have a special patron chat
Oh,
and then we could have a general chat. Actually, you know what? We should almost definitely do that because that's a really easy way that people can submit questions to us.
okay.
Yeah, we should. We'll do.
Yeah, it's
We'll
fine with me.
yeah. We'll open it up to everybody as soon as we figure out how to do it.
Sure.
Okay.
If you can figure that out, I actually still have to figure out how to get you on that.
Yes, I am still not on it yet because I think you probably logged in with your Discord account. You connected that to. Yeah. Well, anyways,
Probably.
we'll
I
figure it
don't
out.
know.
We'll figure it out.
We'll get it all fired up.
Yeah.
But let's see. That's out of the way.
We got any other
The other thing we
announcements?
wanted to talk about, any other announcement? I don't think so.
Okay.
You got
Okay.
anything you need to announce?
No, I don't think so.
So let's talk about something that I have been vehemently against
Yeah. You want to do the
for a,
shorts conversation?
yeah, for a long period of time.
Yeah.
YouTube Shorts.
Yes.
But before you start talking about your success,
Yeah.
did you see humble brag? Did you see did you see the email that the YouTube creator thingy sent out
Yeah.
maybe a week or two
I
ago
think so. The one where they're going to start monetizing shorts
in
the,
2023?
in 2023. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yes. It's also kind of interesting, though. So, one, they set the bar for monetization like really high. I think
Oh, really?
yeah, I think you have to have 1,000 subscribers, which that's not a high bar. But I
No.
think you need to have something like 9 million views in the last 90 days in order to be eligible.
W- Wait.
Yeah, let me.
Just on Shorts?
I'm pretty sure just on Shorts, it might be channel wide, but even channel wide, that's still a really
Dude,
high
I don't
bar.
even have 9 million channel wide.
I know
And I'm sure
exactly.
you probably don't
No,
either.
I don't. So hold on, let me make sure I'm not just talking complete garbage here. Uh,
That's craziness.
let's see. Yeah, I was reading through it and I was pretty surprised.
So am I
Um,
gonna have to delete my Shorts only account? Is that effectively useless now?
it might be. It might be. Oh
Not
man.
that I've looked at that in 6 months, but
Well, this is not making for good podcast. Me reading through my emails to try and find it, but I'll
yeah.
look after the show and we can discuss.
Okay.
But yeah, I started posting shorts because I YouTube just spams you with creator emails like, "Hey, have you tried shorts yet? You should really try shorts."
Yeah.
I was like, "Okay, they're hinting at this pretty hard. I should give it a shot."
Yeah.
So I took some just reels essentially that I had created for Instagram and I posted them on YouTube, and it's been going really well. I mean, I think in the last couple days, I've had something like 3 million views on my shorts.
Dude, that's bananas.
Yeah, it's really only two or three of them. But yeah, it's gained me like 5,000 subscribers, something like that. So
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
I mean, I figured if they're telling you to do it, they're probably behind the scenes tweaking the algorithm to incentivize people to do it, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of an easy way to grow your channel right now. Like there was a thing a while ago when they first enabled community polls. Like you have the little
Oh
community
yeah.
tab on YouTube. People started doing that, and their polls would just go viral because people would interact with them, and then that was a way to grow your channel. So I assume over the next 6 months to a year, the momentum on shorts will kind of die out a little bit as more and more creators hop on it.
Yeah.
But I kind of feel like there's a little bit of an opportunity right now to, kind of supercharge the growth of your channel a little bit. So I'm going to
That
keep doing it for a bit.
that's kind of how I felt like when it first started out. I heard so many people talking about
Yeah.
it. So I was like, all right, dude, let's go. I'm
Yeah.
gonna put some shorts out.
Yeah.
And I'd get shorts that would get like 11 views.
Yes. Yeah, me too.
I was like,
Until
what?
recently. So I don't know if it's one of these things like when I first started posting on TikTok, my first, 5, 6 videos got nothing, and then the seventh one all of a sudden went to 1 million views.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's one of these things where they make sure you're gonna do it a little, like they don't give you all the views up front. You have to earn it a little bit or something like that. Or they're just
Okay.
trying to figure out how to sort your content in the algorithm, whatever it is, who knows.
That's fair.
So I think you got to do it for a little bit. And now that I've had those 2 or 3 videos really pop off, some of the ones that I posted, last year or 6 months ago or whatever, are now starting to get tens of thousands of views too. So
Hmm.
yeah,
So let me ask you, like, interaction wise,
yeah,
when I first started posting shorts, I got, and again, this is, a small subset of people,
Yeah.
but it seemed like more people were pissed off about the shorts
Oh, interesting.
than before I'd posted them. Have you gotten a lot of negative feedback?
Not I've gotten nothing from any of my subscribers. I mean, anytime you have a video go at least semi-viral, you're gonna have all
Sure.
sorts of troll comments and stuff like that.
Political rants.
Yeah, so I've gotten a lot of those, but I haven't had none of my subscribers have said anything. So
Okay,
yeah,
that's fair.
yeah,
And my thought is like, if you don't want to watch it, like I was telling you before we joined, and I was like double checking that your voice was working.
yeah,
I was like, "Oh, Zach, now you're the dick that shows up on my subscription
yeah,
tab. I have to X out of your short."
yeah.
That's
I'm
the thing.
sorry.
If you don't want to watch it, just don't watch it.
Just don't watch it. Yeah, yeah.
No one's forcing you to
Yeah,
watch it.
yeah. But I think again, I kind of think you're the oddball here, and that you actually use your
Mhm.
subscription tab. I don't
Yeah.
think many people actually use that. So yeah, I think
I've noticed on like the YouTube app, like
mhm,
for your phone now, because again, I'm a subscription tab guy.
yeah,
And if I go on my subscription tab, you typically like, scroll down, there are a bunch of videos or whatever.
yeah.
And then beforehand, it would show each individual short as like a different block.
Oh,
Now it's just
interesting.
like they're real small, it just says shorts, and there's
Oh
like seven
yeah.
across the screen.
Oh yeah. Look at that. Mine's actually only three across the screen. That's kind of weird. Huh.
Yeah, whatever number it is, but it's much less invasive. So I
Yes.
think that for people like me, it's not going to be as noticeable anymore.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I think I'm gonna give it a shot.
Yeah. Give it a shot, dude. Just take whatever your best performing Instagram reels are and post those, because you know they're good, high quality videos that get lots of views, right?
Yeah. So my thought is something that's they're kind of hit or miss for me. Some of them do really well.
Yeah.
I basically make a reel that's like a whole highlight of a video. So it's like a
Yes.
1 minute
Yeah.
like overview of how the whole project was
Yeah.
done. Does something like that perform well?
I don't know. I haven't actually tried any of those. I've actually just been trying like little pieces. So
Like your tips and tricks kind of
exactly,
things.
exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
So I haven't
Okay.
tried any bit, because I was thinking they might be great ways to promote the bigger video, right? You create like a 30 seconds to 1 minute highlight reel of a
Yeah.
bigger video, and
Yep.
that goes viral and it might bring attention. So far, that hasn't worked for me. I haven't seen a lot of crossover. Obviously, some, but it's
Yeah.
like, one of the videos has, I think, let's see, it has 1.3 million views. And
Nice.
I did, and it's a clip from a bigger video, and I linked to the bigger video in the video description. I also did that, the card at the end of the video, at the end of the
Yeah.
short, linking to the video, and I haven't seen any noticeable uptick in the views of the video that the clip is from.
That's because if you actually watch the short, it's really difficult to actually view the description of the video.
Yeah, yeah. But even I don't like I honestly I don't really use YouTube Shorts. Does that card pop up at the end?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's only
Interesting.
if you literally like go to a creator's page and like click explicitly seek out the video, clicking on
Ah,
it as if you want to watch it. So for
okay.
me, I don't put any description or like any cards, any of that kind of stuff with
Okay.
any of the thumbnail or any of the shorts that I have ever done.
Interesting, interesting.
Not saying
Okay.
that's the right method,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
I so it the views were really interesting on some of these shorts too. So one of them I posted last week, just before, actually on the Tuesday we were supposed to do the podcast. So I
Yeah.
posted the short at about 5 p.m. and I checked my YouTube studio thing like an hour later. I was like, "Oh crap, I have 300,000 views on this video."
Woohoo.
And then flatlined for 5 days or something like that. Just kind of
Yeah.
hung out around 300,000. Like it was like collecting a couple thousand views from here. And then all of a sudden it just went to the moon again. So
Huh.
I really do think they're like still tweaking their algorithm or trying to figure out how to properly distribute these videos.
All right. I've got a boatload of things.
Okay.
I'll throw like one out a week
Yeah. Yeah.
just to test it,
Yeah. I'm
but
not,
I'm gonna make sure they're valuable.
yes. I'm not going to spam people with like low effort shorts. I'm gonna try and keep them as just like the high quality stuff from my Instagram and TikTok. TikTok's where all the spam goes,
Oh, dude, I spam the hell out of TikTok.
though.
Like, I no shame. I'll post a 5-second clip of me just like running a router over an edge, breaking it,
Yeah,
and it gets like 300,000 views,
that's all you
which
need.
is, I mean, you get bankrolled for that. You might get like 5 cents for that video.
Yep. Yeah. Actually, speaking of, I don't know how it works, but I have made some money from my shorts. So,
Okay.
not like, hold on, let me pull up the analytics. So this one has 1.4 million views,
You got $30.
$5.60. So
So that's if people go and watch the video not in like the shorts viewing thing.
if they watch it like in their normal feed, I guess.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's weird.
It is
It's
weird.
weird.
YouTube really needs to figure out they're they're going to integrate shorts because it seems like they're
Yeah.
trying to mash together two different systems right now and it's not working very well.
And no, kind of like their whole community thing is garbage.
Yes, exactly.
Same with putting
Correct.
stories on YouTube. You're wasting your time.
I don't even know how.
You can only do it through your phone, I think.
Right. But you
But it
have to
is
do it through
a
the YouTube
nightmare.
app, not the YouTube Studio app. I
I don't
think.
know.
I think. You know what I want? Any software programmers listening right now, I'm sure there's tons of you. I want an app that takes a story that I make and sends it to TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube.
Yeah, but that would never work.
Why not?
I feel like that's one of those like third party app things that all these different platforms like block and
Yeah,
stuff
they
like
would
that.
try and shut it down for sure, but it would be
Yeah.
like a glorious like 2 month run where it actually worked. Because I don't have a ton of time to do stories on all three platforms. That's crazy.
Hell no. I barely have enough time to do stories as it is.
Yeah, exactly. So
But
yeah.
so I'll put out a short,
Okay.
but I want to put it out after this video that I think I'm gonna put out tomorrow.
Okay.
So I'm, I'm sure you didn't see this because I did stories about today. I I realized that that one video that I did last time, the I lost half my business video,
Hmm.
it kind of like ended at a cliffhanger, like I'm done. But I
Yeah.
got my account back.
Yeah.
So I realized that I can't really publish another video without closing that story, right?
Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
Because
Uh.
if I just put another project video out, people will be like, well, did you get your account back? How did you get it back? So many questions, right?
Yeah.
So I realized that I have to close the story. So I
Okay.
wrote a whole script
Yeah.
that's going to be basically, um, here's all of the different ways that I went about trying to get my account back.
Hmm.
Um, here's what finally worked. And, there's more to go into that, right?
Yeah.
So I wrote that script this morning. It was like 4,500 words.
Okay.
I did a story and I was like, hey, John from Lincoln Street and Scott Walsh, you guys were so right about this like teleprompter thing.
Hmm.
I'm going to start recording my video right now. I did that entire video in under an hour of recording it.
Wow. 4,500 words. That's a lot.
Yeah. So it was like 50 minutes worth of footage. And that's like where you literally press record, go walk in front of the camera,
Yep.
and then like get your teleprompter set up.
Yeah.
And I did it in like an hour.
That's
Then I
crazy.
cut up all the footage real quick, and it's a 28-minute video
Wow.
that I recorded in an hour. I was like, "Holy
Damn.
smokes!"
That's
Yeah.
crazy. I've I use a teleprompter, but I still find it makes me even more of a perfectionist.
Mm,
I'll be like, yeah, I read that right, but did I really put the right emphasis on this word and that word? And yeah, so sometimes it drives me to be more of a perfectionist.
oh,
Um, so I do still use it occasionally, but it's kind of sparingly. But I've never tried to record, like I've never scripted out a video that's 4,500 words before. Usually I just script like the intros to my video, so it's like a
right,
page of text.
right. But
Yeah.
if you were doing a 25, 30-minute talking head video
Oh God, yeah, for sure.
with no teleprompter, how long do you think that would have taken you? At
Oh,
least 4 or 5 hours.
I think it would actually be multiple days.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, that was like if your things were going well.
Yeah, yeah. I think it might actually be like 2 full days of filming.
And it would be miserable, right?
Yes, yeah.
But
Yes. I used
so I
to
want to go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, so I think there were a couple talking head videos that I did in the past where I
Hmm.
scripted them and I didn't use a teleprompter. So what I
Yeah.
would do is I would script it, but then I would also script where I would have B-roll cutaway shots. So
So you
I
knew where you could pick your paper up and just directly read it.
exactly,
Yeah.
I'd be like, I get these two sentences out, and then it's gonna cut to a panning shot of like the Odie's oil can that I'm reviewing right now,
Oh,
and then
oh, easy.
and then it'll cut back to me, and then I can just pick up on the next sentence. So that's a little
Yeah.
tip for anybody who's not using a teleprompter, but much better to use a teleprompter.
Yes. 1,000 times easier. So the, I'm happy with the video.
Yes.
I'm stuck with what I want the title to be. So I want to live workshop this with you.
Okay. Okay.
My prior video was called I Lost More Than Half My Business.
Okay. What about I more than doubled my business?
Ooh, okay. So I like that. Okay. I'm gonna write that down.
um.
More, let's see, like kind of bubble business.
Yeah. Like
Was
I.
thinking like I saved my failing business or something.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. Um. How I rescued my business.
Okay.
Um. Bum, 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 bum. How
So I'm
like
kind of like you gotta. This is one of those things. It's
yeah.
like
No,
you
I
gotta
like this.
find
This is
something
fun.
punchy
Yes.
that's clickbaity but
Yes.
still truthful.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
people go, "Oh wow!" Like I
Yes.
lost more than half my business. You're like, "Damn, I want to know what happened."
Yeah. How I brought my
Mm.
business back from the brink. It needs to be punchier than it needs to be shorter than that
It's too
though.
wordy,
Yes, too
right?
wordy. That's what I struggle with all the time.
I
Um
saved my failing business. I kind of like
I
that
saved
one.
my fit. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. Yeah.
Let's see if anybody has got anything in the live
Yeah, we
chat.
got any good live
Nothing
chat?
yet. How
Okay.
I saved my fortune.
Uh,
That's not bad.
yeah. Um ooh, yeah. You need to find a way to encapsulate that your business was about to fail and you like got it back. And you need to do that in as few words as possible, I think.
Yeah, almost like my business almost died
Yes.
until I did this.
Yes. Yes.
Ooh.
What about this? Like all capitals saved my business.
Ooh, okay, I like that.
um
Okay,
yeah.
now we're getting somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, this
Um
saved my business.
I don't know. Yeah,
Oh,
that might be the best I have in the tank.
I like that. Okay.
This
Well, if people in the live chat throw some ideas in there on the live stream on YouTube and we'll revisit them during the mid show.
Yes, but I
And
also need the thumbnail to be you with a big gold chain, sunglasses, and then a stack of money in your hands.
so I don't know what I'm going to do for the thumbnail.
Yeah, I know.
Should I just be like, should it be very similar to my other one where I'm like, buy my woodworking tools so people can tell it's a woodworking video?
And also that it's a continuation of that video.
Yeah, maybe I hold a Ryobi drill.
Ooh. What's
This
the
saved my business.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh,
And
that's
people are gonna
clever.
be like, no, Ryobi sucks,
That
man.
yes, that's or
Okay.
yes, yeah. I like that.
Okay, you like that one? I think I like that.
This
This
saved my
saved my
business.
business.
Yeah. I think that's a quality video
How
right
about
there.
this saved my failing business?
Yeah. Um yeah. I mean, it's I you know what? You got the tube buddy. I would A/B test the two of those.
Yeah, I'm too lazy to do that. Oh, all right.
It's
Well, those are some good ideas. And
okay,
then
okay.
if
Oh,
anybody, if you think of anything that comes up to you, let me know.
yes. Um okay, so I want to grab something real quick. I need
Stand by.
I need to
Zach will be
grab a
right
prop.
back.
This is to answer a or a Patreon user
Okay.
question,
Well,
patron
whose
question.
question is it?
It's one of Corey's. So hold on.
Halloween? All right. Well, stand by. We're waiting for Zach to come back. Oh, he's here. He's getting his headset on, and he's back.
And I'm back. So, Eric, answer me this. If this was a product you could buy in stores, would you buy this?
Okay. Okay. I saw you do this on your Instagram stories the other
Yeah.
day. So this is a question from Corey Duvall, one of our
Yes.
patrons. Actually, he's one of our top tier patrons, one of
Yeah.
our caulkers.
Oh yeah.
Corey Duvall and Scott Eastman from
Mhm.
Eastie's Woodshop,
Mhm.
as well as our power cocker,
Wes Willard.
Wes Willard.
Mhm.
So anyway, Corey saw your Instagram story the other day where you basically dyed your DeWalt drill that's
Correct.
yellow
Yes.
all black. So
Uh,
he wants to know, are you gonna do this to other tools? Because I think it looks sick.
It looks sick, right? Like this look
Right.
I don't know. I think it looks really cool. And the best part about this is that dye is really in there. So I took a knife and I was like scratching away
Yeah.
at it, and it doesn't like scratch back to yellow. You had to get really deep into it before you get back to the yellow.
Yeah.
So okay, so couple caveats. This is kind of an older DeWalt impact driver that I did it on. I also
Yeah.
did it to a newer drill as well as a Craftsman flashlight I had. It didn't work as well for those. So I think the type of plastic is really important. I did it with a
Hmm.
newer DeWalt drill and it actually looked pretty cool. It wasn't this, it kind of went this like army green color as opposed to like this impact driver for people who are just
Oh.
listening is like pure black.
Yeah, it looks like my little Makita subcompact thingy.
And that's where I got the idea because
Yeah.
Makita does these really cool special edition
Yeah.
blackout tools, and I was like, oh man, why doesn't DeWalt do that? So my secret hope is that I can use this video because I recorded a whole video about the process. I can
Oh
use
yeah, dude. I think that'll be a big hit. I think that's killer.
maybe we can brainstorm the name for it.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping I can pressure DeWalt into starting to do blackout edition tools. Because I also did a poll on my Instagram. If DeWalt made this, would you buy it? And 80% of people said yes, they would in fact buy it. So
Yeah.
I think the demand is there for sure.
I mean, who's not excited about like special edition whatever?
Exactly. People love the special edition stuff, me included.
Right.
Yeah.
And do you know how easy it would be for DeWalt to
Oh,
do something with that?
dude.
It's literally the same damn drill. You just
Yes.
change the color of
Yeah.
the blow molded plastic.
Well, that's the thing. It's just a different pigment in the plastic, I'm sure. It's got to be super easy for them.
Right. Other than you have to now start like a different product code.
Yeah, you
and,
had to like
all
a
that kind
different
of stuff.
SKU or
But
whatever, but charge $10 more for it. People would pay that.
oh, dude, $50 more people would still pay
Exactly.
for it.
Exactly. It'd be like a collector's item. People go nuts for it.
So, okay. So, what are we going to name this video?
So I don't know. I was playing around with it. I was thinking like I
How
don't
to
know.
black out your tools.
Yeah,
something
or
like
I was
that.
thinking like DeWalt special edition, like blackout, something like that.
The
And
rarest DeWalt drill.
that's yeah,
Just
yeah,
that.
yeah. The rare, yeah. Okay, I think that might be it. The
And
rarest.
then it's just a real tight shot. All right, you're gonna put it on your outfeed table.
Yeah.
A real tight shot
Yep.
with a really, really shallow depth of field. So
Yes.
the drill is super crispy, but then you
Yes.
can see workshop stuff in the background, but it's nice and blurry.
Dude, I already took that photo.
Man, I just need to take your job.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I also have a couple variations on that. So I have that, and then I have me behind it, like reaching for it, like I really like it.
Ooh, I like that. I
Yeah,
like
so I'm
that.
gonna try a few different ones. I also have a really cool shot of me picking up the shell out of the vat of boiling black dye.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, that might be
No
it.
text on that one.
No text on that one. That's just
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a yeah.
You just raw dog in that one.
Exactly. I'm so on the process shot, like thumbnails. Just take a clip from the video. You're so right. Like I've been A/B testing these a lot lately, and those ones always do better than like the staged, like pristine thumbnails you take. So
I know.
yeah,
I hate it though,
yeah,
but it works.
it works. It's a great way to like show. you just take like the most curiosity piquing portion of the video. You're like in
Right.
motion, you're doing something, and the audience is like, oh, what's that? Like my skateboard video, I had like a nice photo of me on the board next to my truck, and it was like all this text. It was like I tried really hard on it, didn't do anything. Then I took a photo of me just like flipping the battery onto the board, and that video started collecting views pretty well. So
I'll be honest with you. I stole the idea from Cam at Blacktail Studios because he does that with a lot of his.
yeah,
And dude, it works.
it works. It does. So those are the two ideas for the thumbnails, like crispy shot of it with a blurry background and just the tool, or me pulling it out of the vat of dye. So
One that I changed is when I did like the dust collection on my DIY router table thingy.
yep.
That video didn't do a damn thing. And then I literally just changed it to a thumbnail of me like taking my hand and pushing sawdust
Yes.
into like the
Yeah.
hole.
Yeah.
And I mean, it got like 15,000 views or whatever, which is decent. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
I'll take that.
I mean, that's like over 60% engagement for you, so that's not
Yeah.
bad.
Like what a crappy thumbnail though. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
but I guess it's just like curiosity driven.
Yeah.
The vast majority of the people who watch our stuff have no interest in actually building it,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is really hard for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what I
well,
mean?
it's I don't know what to talk about, like, because I kind of gear my videos to as if somebody was going to build this thing. So I try to make it like as informational as possible,
Yeah.
but it almost I don't know, it almost doesn't even matter.
Yeah, I
So
know.
yeah.
But so like for example, like what's something else that I would maybe watch a video of? I think it's really interesting to watch videos of like people building whole homes and stuff like
Right.
that.
Right.
I don't necessarily need to know about like the king stud and the jack stud
Yeah.
and stuff. Like just put it together.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm interested just
Yeah.
watching you put it together.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think I need to appreciate that a little bit more. Like people just want to see the process and not they're not necessarily going to recreate it at home.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. And but it's so tough for me. Like I'm like, do I go in like a full detail like tutorial of how to do it? Or
Yeah.
am I just going to kind of like show you clips of me building it while I just kind of talk about the project?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I think you'd be better served like talking about I don't know. like things that are more relatable to the average person, like talk about like the inspiration for the project and all these things rather than like the technical details of every step you're doing. But I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
But then for me, like after I've done a project, I would be like, yeah, well, I was just thinking about building a chair. So
So I built one.
I built a chair. I'm like, I guess I can't talk about that for 25
yeah,
minutes.
exactly.
Like I
Yeah,
just kind of bore myself.
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah. It's true. It's true. Um, to answer, but to answer Corey's question, if what I'm gonna black out next, I don't actually know. Do you
All
have
of it.
any? Yeah, I mean, I would love to do all my tools like this, but evidently the newer ones don't die as well, so I'm not too sure what I should do on that front.
Is it like the newer ones, the plastic is like slicker?
I think so because I noticed that on so I dyed the couple battery cases.
Oh,
And so I just disassembled a battery and like put because on DeWalt tools half of the case is yellow and half of it's black. So
yeah,
I
yeah.
just took the yellow part, put that in the vat of dye. Um, and I noticed that on the textured part, so on the outside it's texture, but then on the inside it's like shiny plastic. And I
Uh-huh.
noticed that the textured part took the dye better than the shiny plastic part did.
But I guess that makes sense, right?
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, it's probably a more porous surface because it's been like I don't know, sandblasted or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you said you're doing a whole video on it, right?
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Give me the 30-second overview of how it works, because I'm
Okay,
very curious.
okay. So there's this product called RIT dye, which is a dye for
Rit
clothing.
dye.
RIT. You
Okay.
put that in a solution with water. So I think it's supposed to be
$5.
yeah, it's really cheap. So you need 2 bottles of it. You put that
Okay.
into a mixture with water. And then you also add 5% acetone. Heat it up to
Okay.
about 200 degrees, and then put your parts in it for
Fahrenheit or Celsius?
Fahrenheit.
Okay.
Yeah, if it was Celsius, it would all evaporate.
That's I was like, dude, you're ripping that water.
yeah. And then you put it in there for like, this one actually went really quickly. I would say this died in like 10 minutes maybe. And then
Okay.
the other stuff I had in there for like 2 hours and it didn't go nearly
Didn't
as
take?
black. Yeah, it just didn't
Okay.
take nearly as well. You can mess around with, so the acetone opens up like the pores of the plastic to let the dye
Sure.
in. Yeah.
Sure.
So you can mess with the ratio of the acetone depending on what you're trying to do, but I found
Dude, I
5%
think
worked
it's a
pretty well.
killer idea. I think
Yeah.
it's sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really happy. I didn't think it would turn out this well when I first started. And also surprisingly easy to disassemble these tools and then reassemble them.
There's just a couple screws, right?
Yeah, there's like 8 screws here and then it just clamshelled off, clamshelled off. The internals are basically all one part, so
Yeah.
yeah, it was interesting to see.
That's cool. But people are gonna be like, "But that's gonna avoid my warranty."
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's why I did it with like a 4-year-old impact driver, one that I have 7 or 8
Yeah,
of.
who cares,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah, there's more to life than warranties, people. Come on.
Yeah, I love when people get all, like, hot and bothered about warranties that are, like, irrelevant.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Like,
also like, look at this tool. Like, this has been to hell and back. It's all like beat up. Oh, you can't
oh,
really.
yeah.
But it's like if I sent this to DeWalt and was like, I need to make a warranty claim on it, they'd be like, dude, you ran over this thing with your car. We're not warrantying this.
That'd be a good way I could if I still had any of my rigid tools, I could dye
Yeah.
them black and then people
Oh,
would
yeah.
never know.
Yeah, you should try. You should try.
I don't have any, though.
I also have an upcoming video that I wanted to talk to you about. So the title of it is, it comes from
Mm.
a discussion we had, I think, a couple weeks ago on the podcast. The title of it is DeWalt is making a huge mistake.
Oh, yeah.
Eh,
You got me right there. Don't even
Remember?
tell me what the video is
No, you don't
about.
want
What's
to
your
know? Okay.
thumbnail gonna be?
I think it's just me holding like a DeWalt impact driver,
Perfect.
some sort of DeWalt tool, like, and like maybe looking a little
With a
disgusted at it.
disgusted face. There you go.
Yeah,
Boom.
yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Now hit me. What's the video?
So we talked before about how the Craftsman batteries and the DeWalt batteries are not compatible, right?
They're very close.
They're very close. And I opened up a Craftsman battery when I was doing this project, and I found out that a DeWalt tool has 4 pins that connect the battery.
Yep.
Craftsman tool has 5 pins.
Mm.
Those 5 pins, they're all wired together. There's just the pins are irrelevant. So they're literally just adding another pin so that you can't share the batteries.
Yeah.
So
Shit.
my whole concept for this video is that DeWalt or Stanley Black and Decker is the parent company. They're screwing themselves over by not allowing cross compatibility between their tools, because I think that would inspire people to stay loyal. You start with the Craftsman stuff, you love it, but you're like, I need something better. I'm going to upgrade to the DeWalt. I already have all these batteries, so I'm just going to start buying DeWalt tools like crazy.
Yeah.
But the way it's set up right now, you can't share those batteries. So when you're looking to upgrade, you're like, well, maybe I'm going to go to Milwaukee now because I can't use all my old batteries.
But I think the whole tool industry, they don't want the average Joe to know that all of these brands are the same.
Yeah.
Rigid, Ryobi,
Yeah.
Milwaukee,
Yeah.
they're all the same.
But why? Why maintain this facade?
I don't know, man.
I-
Again, these are people who make way more money than we do.
yeah, yeah. Well, we'll see.
One of these days, right?
Maybe this YouTube video really pops off, and then I'll buy Stanley Black and Decker.
Yeah.
Run it the way I see fit.
Put it up as a short
Yeah,
and get
yeah.
$5.70.
An interesting. I was thinking about an addendum to the title of the video, because Bosch is actually coming out with a line of batteries that is compatible across their entire tool line, and they're making it compatible with a bunch of other partner companies.
Who are there? Bosch.
So Bosch,
partner companies? Let's see.
Fine is another one. Okay, so hold on, let me look this up. Bosch, Battery Alliance.
Bosch Global.
What they had they share amp or something like that.
I don't know what that is. I'm
Amp
not a
share.
musician.
Bosch amp share. Okay, hold on here. I got this right here. So come on, give me. Okay, so Bosch, Wagner, Gardena,
Oh,
Gloria, Rapid,
she's nice.
There's a whole bunch of companies here that I haven't heard of, which I assume are probably European brands. Cox, Fine,
Yeah.
Hummel, Brennan Stoll. I think yeah, there's definitely some European companies in here. Rothberger. But look at
Uh,
this chart here. Those are
is
all
Hikoki in there?
I don't know.
No, I don't see it. Hmm.
But look,
That's
those
cool though.
yeah, they're all gonna share the same battery platform.
I'm all in.
So I was thinking if I had unlimited space for text for the title of the video would be DeWalt is making a huge mistake. Or and so is every other tool company except for Bosch.
I see that's one of those things. It's so hard to be so concise about exactly
Exactly.
what you want to
Yeah.
say in the title.
Yeah.
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 So
Yeah. Yeah. I like the idea though. I think that's an interesting video. That's going to be more of kind of like a talking head video.
totally, totally. That's gonna be me and a teleprompter for 20 minutes, and then hopefully it'll cut together into a nice short little video.
Dude, I'm telling you, you got to make it long.
Yeah, yeah. You think like a 25-minute long?
It worked for me, man. It worked
Yeah,
for
the
me.
long video. This is the thing about YouTube is that the long videos perform really well. There's such a like bias towards making videos longer.
Yeah.
Um,
Not everyone,
yeah,
but a fair majority of them that do well seem to be longer
yes.
videos.
I think I feel like I often get punished for making shorter videos.
Well, because you
So
get like the average view time. It's
yeah,
like, oh, your average view time is half of what it was before. And you're like,
yes.
yeah, but they people watch 70% of the video. They're like, I don't care. It's short.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. That happened to me with a video recently. It had really good. It was like it had really good completion as like a percentage,
Sure.
but the total number was not as high as some of my other videos. So it didn't. You get the little gray arrow that says this video is getting less watch
Yeah.
time than your other videos, and that's like counts
Yeah.
as a negative mark against you. So
Dude, I don't know.
yeah.
I'm curious if I put out I think I'm gonna try, like I said, try to put that video I told you about earlier
Yeah.
out like tomorrow, maybe if I
Yeah.
can get it done.
Yeah.
It's like 27, 28 minutes. If that does well too, I know that the YouTube is now just a long game.
The long game. Yeah. Well, I'm still waiting for your 40-minute dining table video.
44 minutes, I
44.
think.
44.
Yeah. So I was actually planning on bringing that out, but then I got talking to Whitney from Craig, and like I told you, I was having that. Maybe not. Maybe we talked about in the after show. We'd been going back and forth with these projects for like the fall and winter, and
Right.
then like she just like stopped responding, which is very unlike her.
Mhm.
Finally heard back from her yesterday, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, I am so sorry." She's like, "The content part of my job is just one of my roles,
Uh,
and there was just a firestorm going on, so just all of that stuff just got kind of pushed to the side."
gotcha.
So now she's like, "Well, we missed the September. Can we do October, November, and December?"
Yeah.
But she's like, "But we're having like some promotions for the holidays on specific tools. So can you kind of like work these tools into the projects?" So now I'm like, well, now I have to come up with different projects,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's like a
Whitney,
really
the
quick
projects are done.
turnaround. I didn't want to tell her that.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, and I was like, oh, now this is gonna be tough.
Can you is there a way
And
you can like go back like I guess it'd be hard to like retcon in like
yeah,
Craig tools into a project that's already done.
right,
Yeah.
right, right. And
Could you
so it's
okay,
like, damn it, now I gotta come up with new
here
projects.
no, wait. Here's a way that I think maybe you could do it. You
Okay.
pitch them on this. Find a step of the project that you did that would have been easier if you had a Craig tool. So
Oh.
say like I really wish that I had this like Craig tool for this step because it would have made it so much easier. And by the way, this is currently on sale for the holidays.
That's not a terrible
I
idea.
mean, it might just rescue that video from not being sponsorable.
Yeah. Hmm. Or I think so what I pitched to Craig, one of them is uh my sister reached out or didn't reach out. My sister was like, "Hey, I want a wine rack." And
Yeah,
she
okay.
sent me, oh, dude, it's the ugliest effing wine rack in the world, but this is what she wants so bad. And I think it's gonna be, like, pretty damn easy to build. I mean, look at this thing. It's an eyesore. It's just like a corner cabinet
Oh,
with a
yeah,
bunch
yeah,
of wine.
yeah.
Like, it's not
Yeah,
very interesting.
yeah.
If for anybody thinking of it, think of a top-down view of a pizza, and it's a quarter of a
Yeah,
pizza.
yeah,
So it's like a quarter of a moon slapped in a corner with, like, wine bottles on it. It
yeah,
looks like hell.
yeah.
But that'll be pretty easy to knock out,
Mhm.
and it counts as, like, a Christmas and birthday gift,
Right, yeah.
and I have some hideous red oak that I need to use up.
Yeah,
So the wood is gonna be free,
yeah.
and she loves red oak because she likes really awful looking things. Um, so I was like, I guess I can knock that out. And then the other one that Whitney really wanted was like a DIYer's first workbench.
Oh, interesting. But that's tough for you because you don't really have space to store a second
Dude,
workbench,
I'm
right?
just gonna build it and
And
then just
throw
take it apart.
take it apart. What about if you should reach out to Chris from the Cats
Oh,
Moses
see if anybody
Foundation.
needs it.
Yeah, see if anybody in your area needs a
That's a good
workbench.
idea.
Yeah. You know what?
Okay.
Okay, no, even better idea. Well, find somebody that needs a workbench in your area. Give it to them as a Christmas gift. Boom, Christmas special episode.
Now you're talking. Now you're talking.
Here, I have an idea for a video that I've been kind of wanting to pitch to like DeWalt or some big tool company. I know the emails at DeWalt, so I was thinking, just like Christmas special, like if they give me a bunch of tools, like I'll just drive around and look for people, working on projects outside or maybe at the Home Depot. They're
Dude.
loading up lumber. I'm like, here you go. Like, here's a brand new DeWalt impact driver so you can frame a little easier. Here's a circular saw to make it, you know what I mean?
That is genius.
I think people like the charity videos. I think I would have a lot of fun doing it and it'd be like great promotion for
Dude,
DeWalt.
I'm writing that down
Yeah.
as that dude 100% is going on my video idea list.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
not going to happen this year,
Okay.
but I absolutely love that. And I gifting tools for Christmas. Okay. I told you I'm doing that Cats Moses charity thing for a guy here.
Yep.
I reached out to a bunch of different brands. Um, a lot of brands they wanted to donate some extra stuff to give to this guy. A lot of brands didn't even like respond, or they literally just said no, we're not interested. I was like,
Oh,
really? Like not
that's,
even like a T-shirt or like some
yeah.
drill bits or something.
Yeah.
Thought that was a little weird.
Yeah, definitely. That,
I
yeah.
was like, okay.
Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes yeah, it's like I don't know. Sometimes these brands like I wonder if they're all there.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's
Like,
like that's like the easiest layup opportunity for like goodwill, good publicity. Like doesn't really cost them anything at the end of the day.
so let's say DeWalt gives you 15 impact drivers.
Yeah.
Okay. That's like revenue, what, $3,000 maybe?
Yeah. Yeah. Generously.
Cost is maybe 600 bucks.
Yeah.
And I think that's generous.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're gonna basically spend $600 to get just a buttload of fantastic publicity.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why would you not do that?
I know, right?
And then
So
the title of your video, what? Giving away $3,000 worth of tools or something like that.
yeah. Yeah. I was thinking, yeah, giving people tools they need or something like that. I don't know. We'll workshop it a little closer to the release
Yeah.
date.
Surprising strangers with $3,000 of tools.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Something like that. You
Exactly.
know people are gonna click on that.
Yes, exactly.
Hmm. I don't I love it.
Yeah.
These are one of those, like, be honest, how long ago did you come up with this video idea?
Actually, a while ago, I've been kind of thinking about
They're
it for
smart.
yeah, I've been thinking about it for a bit. I was The other option I had was, or the other idea I had was potentially trying to find like a high school wood shop class, and like outfit
I
them
love
with a
it.
bunch of tools.
I
S
like that.
I
I
mean, I
like
might
that.
honestly, I might try and do both. We'll see.
Yeah. I think the doing it to multiple people that are strangers
Yes.
would get you more.
Yeah, I think I would try and do it like man on the street style. Like I would get my video
Right.
editor to come out, just follow me around with a camera, and like
Right.
it would be literally like just a bunch of really quick clips cut together.
Right.
Yeah,
Right. Right.
yeah.
Dude, I love the idea.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna pitch it to Walt, see if they go for it.
See, this is we just workshop and video ideas.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what we need to do. We got some questions.
Hmm.
What do we got? We got 55 minutes. We got time.
Yeah, let's do one or two quick questions
Okay,
and then.
quick question. This is going to be a hot one, and I
Okay.
hope you pick the right answer. Craig, one of our patrons, wants to know flip flops
I saw
or
this one.
Crocs.
I saw this one. I want to hear your answer first.
So
I can see you going either way on this.
I love myself a good pair of flip flops.
Hmm.
However,
But
4 or 5 years ago, I've been razzing on one of my buddies for Crocs
hmm.
for the longest time. And I finally bought myself a pair to piss off Miranda.
Yeah.
That was the sole intention of buying
Yes.
them,
Yes.
as men do,
Yeah.
right? You do things just to
Of
annoy your
course you do.
significant other.
Yeah.
I didn't know that a couple hours into these Crocs, I was going to be like, dude, where have these been my entire
You're like,
life? I am all in on the Croc game.
really? Okay. Okay. So I've never actually worn a pair of Crocs.
Doing
S-
yourself a disservice.
Yeah, should I go and get it? I mean, I do like the idea of getting myself a pair to troll Sophie. So
Would she be
fun.
pissed?
I think so. I think so.
But they're like popular now. Like the kids
Yes.
are wearing them and
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh, and there's like all sorts of special edition Crocs too. So
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I have a friend who's really into camping, and he loves them because he says they're like mostly air, so they weigh nothing. You clip them
Yeah.
on the outside of your bag, and then
Oh,
when you get
yeah.
into the campsite at the end of the night and your feet are sore from being in your hiking boots all day, you take off the hiking boots, you throw the Crocs on, and you're good to go. You aerate your feet a little bit.
Mhm.
I think I have to answer flip flops though because I own flip flops and I don't own Crocs.
That's fair. That's fair.
Although
I'm
I will say I prefer a pair of slides as opposed to flip flops. I don't like that little thong between my big toe and my second biggest toe.
the only slides that I have are the one that a certain really obnoxious apparel company that I have to fill out my
Oh yes, 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 yes,
contract with.
yes.
1 month left, baby, and then I'm done with them. I have those and I wear them in the shower at hockey, but I know I like the ones that go in my toes better.
You like the toe? Okay, all right. I
Yeah,
just don't like being
maybe I'm just a
penetrated by the
hippie.
little strap.
Oh, hey, heyo.
That doesn't get
I
us the explicit, does it?
no. I'm actually on my Printful, which is like the drop shipping thing, and I
Yeah.
was seeing if I could do some special off the cut Crocs.
Oh.
They don't have Crocs though. They do
Oh.
have
Yeah.
slides.
Okay. Okay.
That'd be dope.
Can you imagine? We just start doing the show every day. We're all kitted out in off the cut
Off the
gear,
cut everything.
off the cut hat, off the cut windbreaker.
Which I just want to say, for the amount of times that people dog us about waiting on their windbreaker,
Yeah.
only one person has ordered one.
I think Corey sent me. Was it Corey?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Corey's the only one who bought one.
Yeah, he got one. He sent me a message saying he got it. He got it in
Said,
navy, which I think is kind of a mistake. He should have done camo, Corey, but
yeah,
whatever.
he said he was wearing it to work the other day.
Nice, nice.
But see, this is the thing about making merchant apparel. Everybody gasses you up and is like, "Oh, yeah, I'm gonna buy that for sure."
Yeah.
No one ever buys a damn
Give him
thing.
time. Give him time. The holiday
Yeah,
season's coming up. A lot of people are
that's
going to get
true.
this for their significant others.
Everyone is gonna be like, "Man, my girlfriend, my boyfriend, what they need
Off
off the cut
cut windbreaker.
windbreaker." I was gonna call it rain jacket. It's not a rain jacket,
No, how dare you?
but it is a nice one. It's like Champion brand.
Yeah, yeah, no, it's nice. I was really shocked when I first saw it. I was like, oh, I legitimately want that. No, not
Yeah,
just because it's my has the podcast logo on it. It's just a nice looking windbreaker.
Right. And I need a windbreaker.
Yeah, me too.
I
Me
mean, who
too.
doesn't?
Yeah, exactly.
Do you, I want to know. Do you think they got matching pants to go with it?
Oh, of course they do.
That full camo suit going on?
Would they be like nylon pants though?
Yeah, they go. Let's see.
We'll have
I'm
to
on
stop
their
wearing them during the podcast because they'll make too much noise. It'll be
pants,
distracting.
bottoms, sweatpants and joggers, pants. You can get track pants. You think that's what it is?
Yeah, 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 probably. I mean, maybe track pant. Yeah, track pant. Yeah.
I don't know. This website sucks. I'm not dealing with this right now.
Yeah, okay, we'll do it in the after show. We
Yeah.
got time for one more question?
Yeah. Let's hit people with another question. They're tired of hearing us hawk their windbreakers at them. Let's see.
I think there were some.
This is from this. I think we can hit this one. This
Okay.
is not from Patreon. This is our
Oh.
last regular
Ugh.
question, and we don't have any more regular questions coming in. So anybody who's a regular person
Mhm.
wants to send us some questions, off the cut podcast at gmail.com. It's a good place to send them. So this is from Jesus.
Uh-oh.
The at Oh my god, this has got to be a typo. TheCnicina.
You
What
lost
in
me.
the hell? I'm just gonna say the technician.
Yeah, okay, I like that.
Yeah, I googled it and nothing comes up. I'm gonna say the technician. Sorry, can't pronounce that. How do you handle the ups and downs of content creation?
Yeah, it's a good question, actually.
There's a
Um,
lot of them.
yeah, there's a lot of ups and downs. It's, 1 minute you're on top of the world because your last video did great, and then you put out two stinkers, and you're like, man, I spent weeks of my life working on these videos that are just not getting seen by anybody. I think
Right.
diversification definitely helps. I think I've
Yeah.
talked about that a little bit. Being on multiple platforms, you can be blowing up on YouTube and doing horrible on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook or whatever. And it's like, okay, well, at least I'm doing well on one of them right now.
Yeah.
So that kind of carries you through. I think just a little bit of perspective helps too. Like the first few times it happens, when you go like way up on on like I'm trying
Yeah.
like I don't know, like an ego trip almost. You're like, oh, I'm doing so well, I'm killing it, and then you come crashing back down the other side. Once you've done that cycle like 3 or 4 times, you're like, okay, I have a little bit of perspective now. Like
Yes.
it's not always gonna be like the best time ever, but you know that it'll come again, and you just kind of ride the waves.
I remember the first time I got like 50,000 views in a day on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is it.
Woo! Yeah, yeah,
This is it.
yeah.
And then 2 days later, I was back down to like 200 views. And I was like, oh my God,
God.
my YouTube channel's dead.
Yeah,
This is over.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
once you
That's
have that happen 15 times,
yes,
you're like, oh, cool. I got a bunch of views today. They'll be
exactly.
dead tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right?
It's nice to manage your own expectations too. Like I'm still always surprised when a video does well.
Yeah.
So I don't go into it expecting much out of most of my videos. So when one of them does well, it's like a nice surprise almost. So
Woohoo.
yeah, managing your own expectations. But I did. I think there was a while there. I think I hit like a streak where I had a few videos go to like 100,000 views in like the
Yeah, you're
first
doing
week of
great.
releasing them, and I was like, okay, this is it. Like I'm finally blowing up on YouTube. I'm gonna I'm gonna call up all my enemies and tell them to suck it.
And then you put out that one. It was like you put out the sound dampening panel thing, and then
Yeah, yeah.
you put something else out, and then
Yeah.
like 3 weeks later, it had like 2,000 views or
Dude, it's
something.
brutal. Yeah, yeah. But it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean that's the truth, and I always tell people like one, it's not it's not like if it's going to happen, it will happen.
Yeah,
You're going to do fantastic one day
yeah,
and then awful the next.
yes. Yeah.
Just like it's kind of like investing. Like
Mhm.
you're in
Yeah.
this for the long haul.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, oh, like if you look at your investments like this year, you're like, "Oh, I lost 30, 40%." Well, you're going to be fine.
Yeah. Yep.
just keep
Yep.
moving,
Yep.
keep going on,
Yep.
and that's going to be a little bloop when you
Exactly.
look at it 10 years from now.
And every time, every time you're at a peak and every time you're at a trough, there's always some sort of like there's learning to be had there. What did I do
Yeah.
well that got me that success and what
Yeah.
did I not do well on that video that, it made it not successful? And try and like honestly appraise it, try and keep your ego out of it a little bit, try and be as analytical as you can. There's a lot you can learn from those moments.
Yeah. And maybe after you do that, also just take a step back and look at a bigger picture. So
Yeah,
if we're just talking money wise,
yeah,
okay, me first year, I lost
yeah,
a boatload
yeah,
of cash doing
yeah,
this. Year two, I was like, oh, I made like $1,000.
yeah,
This is pretty cool.
yeah,
Then year three, you're like, oh, I made a little bit money.
yeah.
And
A
then
little
little
bit
bit of
money.
money.
Yeah.
This year, actually, I surpassed my goal. I
Nice.
don't think the number is relevant to share, but my goal was to make more money this year than I did at my first
Oh.
full-time job out of
Oh,
college,
I like
and I
that.
just passed it this morning.
Oh, congrats, man. That's
Thanks,
amazing.
man. I thought that
Yeah.
was pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah, that's awesome. Yeah,
You're like,
it's
okay,
the I mean, the money definitely helps. Like
right,
even if you're not doing great that particular week on that particular platform, you'd be like, I am actually making an income from this though. And
yeah,
that's
yeah,
always very reassuring. It's like, okay, this is actually like I am seeing like dividends from all my hard work.
sure,
It's tough when you're doing it at first and you're not seeing that and you're still having the peaks and troughs. So the money is like it's a good to zoom out and see like, okay, this is a business that's generating revenue. Even if it's not going exactly my way this week, it's on an upward trajectory, and that's always nice to see.
right.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you're like me. You have some huge months where you're like, man, I'm tripling what I make at my day job,
Yeah.
and then other months where you're like,
It's
I wouldn't
nothing.
have been able to survive on this.
Oh man, I had a couple months that were close to zero this year, but then I also had
Right.
some other big months. So yeah,
Sure. Yeah.
yeah,
And I think that's one of those things that you people need to realize.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
people are going to experience the same thing with more
Hmm.
or less zeros in it.
Hmm. Hmm.
It's like maybe you made $10 one month and $1 next month, or you
Yeah,
made $1,000 one month and 10,000 the next
yeah,
month.
yeah.
Everyone has those up and downs.
Yeah, it's just sometimes it feels like it's more pronounced in the content world.
Yes.
Because like if you
Yes.
have a regular day job, it's like you're getting your paycheck no matter what, essentially. So
Yeah, for
yeah,
the most part, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Unless you're like a highly volatile like sales thing or
True,
something like that.
very true.
But people who are in that sort of role also understands the peaks and valleys of that income and everything
Hmm.
like that.
Hmm.
But I think we sufficiently answered that. What do you
Yeah,
say
I think so.
we head over to the after show and answer some more questions?
All right, sounds good to me.
All right. Well, everybody, as always, genuinely, we don't just say this as filler. We appreciate you listening.
Yeah, we really do.
Uh, we're starting to pick up a little bit bigger audience. I think that J Cats episode helped out.
Yeah, having big time celebrities like Jay Katz on the show is definitely good for the
Oh yeah.
numbers.
Oh yeah. And if you guys aren't signed up for Patreon, his after show is hilarious. That story he told us.
Oh yeah, we got a good story out of him.
So one of the questions was like, what is something that you would regret the most about your younger days? And let
Hmm.
me tell you, he did not hold back
No,
on
he had a
that
good
story.
answer. He had a good
That
answer.
was quite incriminating.
Yeah, I mean, I think statute of limitations, he's probably okay to talk about that at this point, but yeah,
It's one of those stories you probably wouldn't want to tell your mother or grandmother about.
definitely not. Definitely
Yeah.
not.
But everybody, thanks for listening. We will see you over on the after show.
Hmm.
Or if you're too cheap, we'll see you next week.
That's right, we will. See you, everybody.
All right. See you guys.
All right.
Export audio. Oh, by the way, I was gonna text you, but I've been so busy. Had
Oh,
you
oh,
oh 32.
did I not
Did
edit
you
31
edit
yet?
the other one?
No. No. I will do it tonight. I'll do it tonight.
Okay.
Sorry, everybody.
That's all right.
Everybody wondering where their weekly podcast is. It's because I fucked up.
Jason said that Crocs changed his life, and Craig said he did literally the exact same thing to his wife.